that will explain the reason for your existence. The only reason for you to even wake up in the morning. The only reason for you to keep putting one shoe on after the other shoe. The only reason to shower daily. The story? No.
That's personal.
The tale? No. The gospel.
The epic of
The s'more. A long time ago.
It was so long ago.
So long that not even your dad remembers or your mom remembers.
Your mom and dad are pretty old too.
Really old.
Real old.
Or your grandparents.
Or your Grammy and Grandpappy.
Or your great-grandparents.
Or your great Grammy and your great Grandpappy.
There was a barren world. It was barren. So barren there were so many bears in this world. It was a world of cave people and bears.
And chaos.
And laser beams.
And pterodactyls.
And cave Jesus.
And cave Jesus. Amen.
So, there were of course cave children.
Just like yourselves.
Just like you, only they lived in caves, not cabins.
And not as smart.
No, not nearly as smart or good looking.
They were still using the cave wheel, which is just actually a square wheel, not a circle. So
It's really difficult to get around.
extremely not very efficient on the gas.
That's right. Yes. So, yeah, there were cave children, and they lived in caves, and it was not very fun because they were always fighting cave bears and fighting pterodactyls that shot laser beams from their eyes. And it was difficult because they didn't have much to work with.
Yeah, just square wheels.
So, also, one thing about that was that there was no really tasty food.
No.
It was like, even worse than I mean, it was like really bad food. It was like worms in a bowl with rocks.
Yeah. And with more rock on top of the rock, but like finely ground rock.
Like mud, worm, rock. That was all they ate, really.
Yeah.
So they were like really, really sad.
So sad.
And they like always cried because of that, like all the time.
Yeah.
They were like always crying, like just sobbing, like sob.
Like sob. As loud as you can. Sob. Now let's get some sobbing.
So anyway, they, despite being so old and so long ago, they still did pray. And one day they were all sobbing, and one of them was like, "Ooga booga, ooga ooga, let's pray for something better to ooga eat, ooga ooga." And so they all got together and prayed. And they prayed and prayed and prayed. And then, all of a sudden, in a flash of laser lightning beams, rainbow laser lightning, Cave Jesus appeared to them.
I am Cave Jesus.
And he said, "Children, don't worry about it.
Children, don't worry about it.
I'm gonna get on my magic pterodactyl with laser beams.
I'm going to get on my Mercedes pterodactyl with laser beams.
And I'm gonna get you something real tasty.
And I'm going to shoot you all with my pterodactyl laser beams. Get you something really tasty."
And so then, Jesus, Cave Jesus, not to be confused with Jesus of Nazareth.
No, please don't.
Different Jesus.
Cave Jesus gets upset.
Yep, so does JC. Anyway, so he flew away, lasered some stuff with his wing lasers on a pterodactyl bird, rainbow laser pterodactyl bird, and then came back really fast, like this. It was like, "I'll be right back. I'm back," like that fast. And so he did that, and then he brought back the most delicious thing ever.
That has ever been created in the history of
And he
ever.
said, "Children, taketh this graham cracker."
Taketh this graham cracker.
Oh, his voice changed.
Don't worry about it.
And then he said, "And roasteth this marshmalloweth,
And roasteth this marshmallow
and melteth slightly this chocolateth onto thine graham cracker,
And melteth this chocolate on thine graham cracker,
and put this in your mouth and chew.
and eat it, it's delicious.
And so they did this, and they were sated,
Mmm.
which meant they were happy
And full.
and full.
And full.
So that's how the s'more was invented. Now, Jesus left them with some instructions, and he said the following. He was like, dudes and dudettes, like, we need to say some sacred words to make our s'mores holy. And it was kind of like, not like the Last Supper, it was like the first snack. And it was like way sacred, but this is like a Gnostic gospel thing, so it's not lost. It's in one of the scriptures, like Gospel of like Tony
You
Hawk.
can wiki it.
Gospel of Tony Hawk, yeah. And in the Gospel of Tony Hawk, part 2, this scripture was taken from there. And it is this. When thine is given the smallest supplies, out the roasting thine is marshmallows, you must say it's the fabulously spectacular sacred word is, and these words are as follows. Hook me up it!
Hook me up it!
So when you get your s'more tonight and you roast your marshmallow, in remembrance of Cave Jesus and all the laser beams and spectacular things that used to happen a long time ago, in the age of cave lasers, you must say very loudly, as loud as you can, hook me up. So we're going to practice. 1, 2, oh yeah, I'm sorry, hook me up it. 1, 2, 3.
Hook me up it!
Excellent. Also, there's a very special dance that you must do together right now. And it goes like, Josh will demonstrate. Ready?
I'll demonstrate for the first time.
1, 2, 3.
Ready, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Good job.
So now,
Whoa. Zip it.
now that you know the history of the s'more, the ancient history, the ancient biblical history,
Of Cave Jesus.
we will now be doing some s'more eating.
Oh, serious?
Counselors over there, are we ready? So what we're going to do is the counselors are going to dismiss you kind of by row to go make a s'more. Meanwhile, the rest of us will sing some songs. Okay? So until you're called, sit down.